Two World of Outlaws contenders are joining forces for next season. John Trone and Chase Dietz split, plus Thursday results and what to watch this weekend. Let's go. It's Friday, October 7th. I'm Justin Fiedler. This is Dirt Tracker Daily. It was just about 2 weeks ago that Tanner English and Riggs Motorsports announced they were parting ways following the season. It was then earlier this week that Max Blair and Viper Motorsports announced their partnership would end as well. And now we've got resolution for two of the parties, with Dirt on Dirt and Kevin Kovac reporting that Tanner English is set to join up with Viper for 2023. So the World of Outlaws late model's second place driver is joining the third place team for a run at the championship next season. The team will run out of Illinois instead of Florida, like was previously announced to be closer to English and where his kind of home base is. Team owner Sean Martin told Kovac they could also add the FloRacing Night in America Series or XR Super Series to their slate of races, along with the Outlaw Run and Crown Jewel shows, including those at Eldora. English told Kovac he had a chance to do his own thing for next season, but the chance to run a national tour again was attractive. Further details about the team's equipment and sponsors will be released at a later date, but we'll have to see where they go in terms of chassis. English has run Rockets, but as of late has been in a Longhorn with Riggs, while Blair and Viper have been running Rockets. With the way things have gone this season, this new pairing on the surface, I think, should definitely be in the conversation for the championship next season with the World of Outlaws. Obviously, have to see kind of who else ends up full-time with that series next season, but these guys could be formidable next year. Also, in the last 24 hours, we learned that up in central Pennsylvania, car owner John Trone and driver Chase Dietz have split after a couple of seasons together. Trone's 39 machine was at Lincoln last night with young driver Cameron Smith in the seat. Smith did not make the feature, ending up the night 8th in the B main. Smith will also run tonight at Port with the Outlaws. Trone told Jeremy Elliott that his plans for next year are not set just yet, and that he's going to weigh his options. Dietz had won 6 times in the 39 and picked up 56 top 10s, but he posted on his Facebook page that he is now seeking opportunities through the end of the season. And at Lincoln last night, the track held the Brian Monteith Classic, and outsiders locked out the podium and 4 of the top 5 spots in the feature. I'm not sure I would have seen that coming. Gio Scelzi led every lap from the pole to score the $7,000 win. Buddy Kofoid tried to run him down late, but a caution with 2 to go for Devin Borden took the leaders out of lap traffic, and that was it. So Gio, your winner, Kofoid second, Justin Peck third, Danny Dietrich was the lone local in the top 5 and 4th, and Kyle Reinhart was 5th. The field also included Brian Brown, Ayrton Geniton, and Scotty Thiel. And we think probably a lot of those guys will stick around for the Outlaws at Port as well. Also racing on Thursday was the FloRacing Night in America Late Model Series. They were at Tri-County Racetrack in North Carolina for 53 laps and $22,000 to win. Bobby Pierce entered the night with back-to-back series wins, and he's been trying to run down Brandon Sheppard in the championship standings. Unfortunately, though, he lost a little ground last night. Both Pierce and Sheppard suffered flat tires during that feature and ended up down the order. B-Shep ended up 9th and Pierce 13th. Sheppard battled with race-long leader Carson Ferguson down the stretch, but bowed out from 2nd with 14 to go with that tire issue. That yellow flag period actually set up some really great racing towards the end with Ferguson, Chris Madden, Dale McDowell, Garrett Alberson all in the mix. McDowell drove up from 10th and took the lead from Ferguson with 8 to go and basically went unchallenged from there. Ferguson ended up spinning out trying to keep pace with the 17M and ended up just parking it for the night. Apparently he was upset at McDowell as well. The two ended up making contact when McDowell went for the lead, but I'm not sure I could blame McDowell for that one. Brandon Overton ended up 2nd on the night with Madden in 3rd, so 2 race nights left on the schedule for the Flow Series. Sheppard leads Pierce by 103 points. Series is back next Tuesday night at 411 Motor Speedway for another 22,000 win feature. The Dirt on Dirt guys say we might even get a Kyle Larson appearance at that show. All right, there is a bunch of racing going on around the country this weekend, so let's whip around and talk about what to watch. First up, the World of Outlaws Sprint Car Series is at Port Royal for 2 nights, tonight and tomorrow. Following this weekend, they'll go to the Midwest for stops at I-80 and Lakeside, and then they'll come back to Pennsylvania for the National Open Makeup on October 22nd. They'll then close out the year at Charlotte at the beginning of November for World Finals. It's appearing more and more like Brad Sweet is on his way to the championship. He leads David Gravel right now by 94 points. Carson Macedo, Sheldon Haudenschild, and Donnie Schatz complete the top 5. In the Dirt Tracker Plus race results by track section, we find that recent Outlaw winners at Port include Kyle Larson, Spencer Baston, Kerry Madsen, and Donnie Schatz. Over the past 8 races there, Schatz leads all drivers in average finish, except that is for Larson. Larson has 3 wins in 3 starts, which is obviously crazy. Some other drivers to keep an eye on this weekend, especially for wins, include Lance DeWeese, Brent Marks, and Anthony Macri. Ford is not a track we have normally seen guys like Sweet Gravel and Macedo run well at, so I'm not sure I would have them high on my win pick list for tonight. Tonight is 10,000 to win. Tomorrow is 15,000 to win. You can watch live on DIRTVision if you are not headed there. In Ohio, the All-Stars are set to close out their 2022 season with 2 nights at Fremont Speedway. Tyler Courtney will be your series champion for the 2nd consecutive season. Justin Peck and the Boot guys just not quite enough down the stretch to close the gap. Tonight is 6,000 to win, and Saturday's season finale is 10,000 to win. Been a mixed bag of full-timers and locals that have won at Fremont in recent seasons. Earlier this year, Zeb Wise and Parker Price Miller grabbed wins. Obviously, both of those guys series full-timers. But in 2021, the 2 victories went to Cole Macedo and Cole Duncan, obviously Ohio regulars. Over the past 9 races at Fremont, Aaron Reitzel has the best average finish, but of the guys we're actually likely to see, Cap Henry, Justin Peck, and Tyler Courtney are towards the top in that category. The only points position that is really in play for the next 2 nights is 4th and 5th. Cap Henry and Zeb White separated by just 10 points right now. Both nights will be live over on FloRacing. And Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series has just 1 race this week. They'll be at the Talladega Short Track tomorrow. That's right across the street from the Talladega Super Speedway. 15,000 to win, and Jimmy Owens is the most recent winner there from back in 2020. With just 3 race nights left on the season, this championship, I think, is about over. Tim McCready leads Brandon Shepard by 160 points. I just think there's not enough time here for B-Shep to do anything. In addition to the Lucas regulars, Dirt on Dirt says we should see Brandon Overton, Michael Page, Tyler Millwood, and kind of a bunch more of those Southeast regional guys. The Lucas season closes out next weekend with the Dirt Track World Championship at Portsmouth. Up at Oswego in New York, Super Dirt Week continues through Sunday. The Friday schedule includes Sportsman and Big Block qualifying, plus Sportsman and Big Block heats. That'll take place later tonight. Saturday, we'll get the main events for Pro Stock and the 358s, with Sunday's program including the Sportsman finale and the 200-lap main event for the Big Blocks. On Thursday, Stuart Friesen and Mark Johnson earned the front row starting spots for the 358 feature on Saturday. And Friesen also took the win in the Super Dirt Week Past Champions race, topping Matt Shepard and Billy Dunn. We'll see if that's maybe a preview of what we could see on Sunday. If you're a Northeast fan and can't get to Oswego, keep DIRTVision up all week, and they'll have all of the on-track action live. And these days are pretty long, so you can basically just pull up on the couch and watch Big Blocks and Pro Stocks and mods and Sportsman and 358s all day long. Up against Super Dirt Week in New York is the Short Track Super Nationals at Afton for the Short Track Super Series. Saturday's race is $5,500 to win, and it is non-points for the series. I'm not really sure who's running it, as I haven't found any sort of list of competitors anywhere, and a lot of the teams that you would normally expect for a Short Track Super Series event are going to be at Oswego for Super Dirt Week. If you want to tune in, though, it will be live over on FloRacing, maybe something to jump back and forth with there if you are interested. Also on FloRacing is the USAC Midget Weekend. They're headed to Wayne County in Illinois tonight for the Jason Leffler Memorial, not Wayne County in Ohio, and then to Hobstadt on Saturday for the Harvest Cup. Buddy Kofoid has been incredible this season in the Midget. Currently holds a 157-point lead in the title chase over Justin Grant. The Leffler has had 8 different winners in 8 races, so we'll see if we can keep that up tonight. Christopher Bell is the most recent winner from 2021. That win, though, for Bell was a non-points race last year, and they actually held it indoors at Du Quoin. Tanner Thorson won the last race at Wayne County in 2020. At Hobstadt, Thomas Meserol has won 3 of the last 4 races there, with Kyle Cummins the other winner, so maybe we'll see T-Mez go 4 out of 5 here. And out in California, it's a big sprint car weekend at the Keller Auto Speedway in Hanford. Tonight is the Sprint Car Challenge Tour 360s, and Saturday is the NARC 410s. Andy Forsberg leads Tony Gomes and Ryan Robinson for the Sprint Car Challenge Tour Championship currently, while Dominic Scelzi is looking to repeat on the NARC side. He currently leads Willie Croft and Bud Kading. Saturday's NARC show is twin 20-lap features, and the second show is going to be lined up with a complete invert from the first feature. So we'll see if someone can come from the back and win that one. Both nights at Hanford will be live over on Flow. Drop me a comment. Let me know your weekend dirt racing plans and your win picks. There's obviously plenty to get into coming up, so let me know what you're going to do. If you've gotten this deep into this particular episode, you're probably a regular watcher or listener, and for that, I say thank you. We crossed over 9,000 YouTube subscribers yesterday, and I definitely think we can get to 10,000 before the year is out. There are a bunch of ways that you can support what I'm doing here, both free and monetarily, and I want to let you know about a new option I turned live yesterday. You can now join the Dirt Tracker YouTube channel as a member. If you click the join button on the main channel page, it's $2.99 a month. That helps me out. And then that gets you a bunch of membership perks. Includes loyalty badges and custom emojis you can use kind of in the comments and the chat sections on YouTube. Plus, I'm going to spotlight members at the end of shows in the outro. I'll put your name up there. You'll also get 10% off Dirt Tracker merch all the time. And when you sign up, shoot me an email and I'll send you a Dirt Tracker decal for free. And I'm about to have 3 different decal options to choose from, and I'll let you decide what you want. So if you want to sign up for that, cool. If not, no biggie. These shows will continue to be free to watch and to listen to. We are around 20 shows for today on the streaming schedule. Obviously, a nice weekend coming up on tap. Plenty of stuff to watch between Dirt Vision and FloRacing, Race and Dirt, The Cushion, Speed Sport, and more. To see the full daily streaming schedule through the weekend, head over to dirttracker.com/watch tonight. That's it for the show today. Enjoy the dirt racing weekend ahead. Please hit that like button and subscribe to the show if you do not do so already. Thanks everybody for tuning in this week. We'll see you on Monday for more Dirt Tracker Daily.